What if I told you that one movie trailer changed the landscape of Hollywood marketing forever? In 1998, TriStar Pictures unleashed a promotional campaign that would redefine how blockbusters were sold to audiences, all for a movie about a giant lizard. Remember the late 90s? The internet was just finding its feet, and movie studios were still figuring out how to use it. Then came the Godzilla marketing campaign. Size does matter. That was the tagline that plastered every billboard, every bus, and every commercial break. But here's the kicker: they never showed the monster. For over a year, TriStar teased audiences with glimpses of destruction. A giant footprint in the middle of a fishing village. A massive tail disappearing behind a building. The anticipation was electric. How big was this creature? What did it look like? The mystery drove fans wild. The marketing budget for Godzilla was unprecedented. Over $50 million devoted just to advertising. This wasn't just a movie release, it was an event. The campaign included tie-ins with Taco Bell, whose commercials featured the iconic Chihuahua saying, "Here, lizard, lizard, lizard." They even changed the signs of major landmarks. The Chrysler Building in New York briefly became the Godzilla Building. While today we're used to viral marketing campaigns, Godzilla was one of the pioneers. The studio created fake news reports about mysterious ocean disturbances. They set up websites with classified military documents about an unknown threat. This wasn't just marketing, it was world building. The campaign was so effective that it spawned countless imitators. Every big movie that followed tried to recreate the mystery, the anticipation, the event-level excitement that Godzilla had generated. But few achieved the same level of cultural saturation. When the full trailer finally dropped, it was an event in itself. But what made it so special? Let's break it down. The opening shots showed New York City, peaceful and serene. Then came the rumble. Buildings shook, car alarms blared, and that roar, a sound that would become iconic, echoed through the streets of Manhattan. What followed was a masterclass in tension building. Quick cuts of chaos, people running, military mobilizing, and still, no clear shot of the monster, just its effects on the world around it. The trailer promised scale unlike anything we'd seen before. Remember the fishing boat scene? A quiet night at sea, then suddenly, snap! A fishing line breaks. The tension ramps up as something massive moves beneath the waves. It was Spielbergian in its execution, reminiscent of Jaws, but promising something even bigger. The trailer's structure was revolutionary for its time. It told a complete story in less than 3 minutes, building tension, introducing characters, and promising spectacle while keeping its biggest asset, the monster itself, largely hidden. Can you believe that this was made in 1998? The trailer showcased groundbreaking CGI that, for its time, was mind-blowing. Industrial light and magic pushed the boundaries of what was possible, creating a fully computer-generated creature that could interact with real environments in ways we'd never seen before. The helicopter chase through the streets of New York? That was revolutionary. The way Godzilla moved, the way it interacted with its environment, it was a game changer. The trailer promised a visual feast, and audiences were salivating. The effects team spent months just on the creature's design. They studied iguanas, monitored lizards, and other reptiles to create realistic movement. The goal was to make Godzilla feel like a real animal, not just a movie monster. This attention to detail was evident even in the brief glimpses shown in the trailer. But it wasn't all about the monster. The trailer also introduced us to our human cast: Matthew Broderick, Jean Reno, Maria Pitillo. It showed us the story of scientists and soldiers coming together to face an unprecedented threat. The human drama promised to ground this larger-than-life story. The casting was strategic. Matthew Broderick, known for lighter roles, brought an everyman quality to the scientist character. Jean Reno added European gravitas. The trailer suggested a blend of action, science, and human drama that would appeal to multiple audiences. Let's talk about that score. David Arnold's music in the trailer was epic, building from quiet tension to full orchestral chaos. It perfectly complemented the visuals, making every moment feel bigger, more important. When that main theme hit as Godzilla's roar echoed through New York, chills. Arnold's score was a departure from the traditional Godzilla themes of the Japanese films. This was deliberate. The trailer was announcing that this was something new, something different. The music was modern, intense, and designed to enhance the sense of scale and spectacle. The trailer itself was a technical masterpiece. The editing was precise, building tension through careful pacing. Sound design played a crucial role. The mix of music, sound effects, and that iconic roar created an auditory experience that was just as impactful as the visuals. The visual effects shots were carefully chosen. Each one had to serve multiple purposes, showcase the technology, build the story, and maintain the mystery. The trailer editors had to balance revealing enough to excite audiences while keeping enough hidden to maintain intrigue. Looking back, did the movie live up to the hype its trailer created? That's a question that still divides fans today, but one thing's undeniable. The marketing campaign, centered around that incredible trailer, set a new standard for how blockbusters were promoted. The trailer's influence can still be seen today. The way it teased its monster, building anticipation through carefully constructed glimpses, has become a template for many modern blockbusters. Think of how movies like Cloverfield or even the more recent Godzilla films have marketed themselves. What followed was a wave of copycat marketing campaigns. Every big movie wanted to recreate that sense of mystery, that slow build of anticipation. But few managed to capture the magic of seeing those first glimpses of a reimagined Godzilla. The trailer became a cultural phenomenon in its own right. People recorded it off TV. They downloaded it on painfully slow internet connections. They dissected every frame, looking for clues about the monster's appearance. The trailer didn't just generate excitement, it generated massive box office expectations. Industry analysts predicted record-breaking numbers. The movie was positioned as the event film of the summer, and the trailer was a big reason why. The marketing team had done their job almost too well. Could any movie live up to this level of hype? The trailer had set the bar incredibly high, not just for spectacle, but for storytelling and character as well. The trailer also hinted at franchise potential. By reimagining Godzilla for a modern American audience, it suggested a new chapter in the monster's decades-long history. Fans speculated about what other Toho monsters might appear in future installments. The design of the new Godzilla, barely glimpsed in the trailer, was a subject of intense debate. Would this new version honor the legacy of the Japanese original, while bringing something new to the table? The trailer carefully played into these discussions. How does a trailer from 1998 still hold up today? The answer lies in its craftsmanship. The editing, the pacing, the way it reveals just enough to keep you wanting more. These are timeless techniques that still influence trailer makers today. The visual effects, while perhaps dated by modern standards, were revolutionary for their time. The trailer showed that computer-generated creatures could be integrated seamlessly into live-action footage, paving the way for countless films to come. Did the trailer perhaps work too well? It set expectations so high that perhaps no movie could have lived up to them. But isn't that part of the magic of movie marketing? To make us believe in the impossible, even if just for a few minutes? The art of trailer making is a delicate balance. You need to excite audiences without giving too much away, promise spectacle while suggesting substance. The Godzilla trailer walked this tightrope expertly, even if the film itself would ultimately divide audiences. The campaign's influence extended beyond just movie marketing. It showed how to build anticipation in the digital age, how to use mystery and speculation to generate buzz. These lessons would be applied to everything from video games to TV shows in the years that followed. As we wrap up this journey through one of cinema's most influential trailers, one thing's clear. The 1998 Godzilla trailer reached for the stars and, in many ways, grabbed them. It changed how movies were marketed forever. If you enjoyed this deep dive into movie history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. What's your favorite movie trailer of all time?